Hello friends, welcome back to the new course on Material UI. So in this series, we are going to learn all the components of Material UI. Okay. So we will start with the basic component. So this is the first lecture. So I'm going to use Code Sandbox. So let's go to new tab, and here I'll say code sandbox.io, and this is the dashboard. And here we need to explore the template. So let's click here and we need to click on browse. So we need the React template. Okay, so let's click on it. Name, we can keep it Material UI. Okay, tutorial. And let's create the sandbox. I think Material UI should be. Let's see how are they writing it. Okay, so material hyphen space hyphen hyphen UI hyphen tutorial. Let's create it. Name, you can keep it anything. So I'm just keeping material UI tutorial. So now the first thing which we need to do is we need to import the dependency. Okay. So the first dependency is material UI. So let's search for it. Okay. So @ MUI slash material. So this is the latest version. Okay. 7.2.0. So this is imported. Now let's import the first component. Okay, we need some more dependencies, but let's import the basic component which every developer use it. That is the button component. So button from @MUI material slash button. Okay, but here as you can see, this app is got crash. So for that we need two more dependencies. So let's bring that motion slash tiled. Motion, where is motion? One second, let me motion slash style. Okay, so it is giving me the bootstrap style motion. Okay, okay, let me check the other one, which is going to be uh emotion slash react. Emotion slash react. Okay, so are we getting the why we are not able to see? We have this MUI material, then we have emotion. Okay, so it is emotion, not motion. So emotion slash style. Okay, let me just refresh it. Let me remove and let's refresh it. Save it. Why this is crashed? Okay, now let's import button. Okay, let me do it again. Slash button. Okay. Okay, now it is working fine. So, now what else we need? Okay, here I'm going to write the button component. So button, and let's close the button component. And inside here, I'm going to say my button. Okay, save this. So now you can see a button here. Why it is not getting refresh? Every time I have to enter it. Element type is invalid, expected a string. Okay, I think here, yeah. So here, as you can see, we are having my button, and now I can add a props. Okay, so there are different kinds of props for every component. So for button we have variant, and that is going to be contained. Okay, so if you save this, so as you can see, we have this blue color background and there's a shadow as well. Okay. So then we can just add an on click. So on click and write an arrow function, and we will do a log, console log, and here I'm going to say clicked. Okay, save this. And if I click on this button, okay, we need to inspect. So if I go to console and if I click it, so as you can see, here it is showing me clicked. Okay, let me just make it easy to read. Okay, so this was done. Then what else we have? We have disable elevation. Okay, so it will help us to remove the shadow from the button. So if you see, if I remove this and if I save this, you will see a shadow. If I hover on it, you can see the shadow. But if I add this disable elevation and if I save this, so that shadow is gone. So this is also one feature, one props which a button has. And then and there are some common props which every material UI component has it. So let me just remove this disable elevation, and instead I'll be writing component. Okay, component that is going to be uh, let's say you want this button. Okay, first let me just remove this component, and what I want to show you is let's inspect this. So as you can see here, this is a button, right? Let me just make this small. Okay, so if you see, this is a button. Okay, here as you can see, this is a button, but I don't want this to be a button. I want it to be a div. Okay, instead of a button, or maybe a tag. So for that, I'll be using component, and I just need to specify it. So let's take an a tag. Okay, if I save this now, if I inspect, so you will see that button has gone and a tag has appeared. Okay, but now I don't want this to be a tag. I want it to be a div. So now this button is this a tag has changed to div. Okay, similarly we can add a p tag also. Okay, a p tag. So in this way we can change the button element to p tag, div, a tag, link also we can do it. So we can see this in the coming up lectures. Then there is one more uh, prop which every material UI component has it, that is SX. Okay, one second, that is SX. This is system generated. Okay, so basically this is used for styling. So right now if I want to change the background color of this button, then I need to do something like this: SX is equal to double curly braces, and there are shorthands for adding the property. So for BG color, I'm just going to type BG color instead of background color. I'm going to type BG color and define the color here. So green. Okay. So now the button color has changed to green color. Okay. So this is one more thing. And then one more common prop is uh, the children prop. Okay. So what we can do is, like, here I'm going to import box from, okay, we can do it like this. Maybe we can just cut this, and we don't require this. Okay. So in this way we can do it, but that is not working, I guess, right? Let's see. Okay. So this is not working. So let's do it in that way only. Button, and here instead of box, here I'm going to say slash box. Okay. Save this, refresh. This should work. Okay, now I want to add a custom button. So here I'm going to take a const and I'm going to say my custom box, okay, equals to, and here I'm going to take an arrow function, and inside I'll say props, and here we are going to return a not a div, we are going to return a box, okay, because we have imported the box, okay, and inside the box I'm going to say label, that is going to be props dot label, okay, and then we will have props dot children. Save this. Now what we are going to do is, let's say this is a div, and inside the div all these are the children of this div, okay. Similarly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this my custom box, and whatever we write inside it, that will be the children of that box, okay. So box, and here I'm going to say label, that is going to be my custom box, okay. And inside, let me just cut this button and I'm going to paste it here. Save this. So as you can see, we are having this label which says my custom box, and because we have added the button inside the my custom box, so it is now the children of this custom box. So as you can see, we have this as a children inside our custom box. So this is also a common prop which we will see in Material UI, a children prop. So I think this was a basic component to just start with, and then we will see different components in Material UI. So this is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.